many of you know who you are? Sometimes. Raise your hand.
On the board of the African Women's Coalition, and we're having an event on August 29th, and it's a community gathering, and it's basically just to bring the African community together, conduct a community needs assessment, and we're actually hoping to have a camcorder there where it can just record just several different stories of community members who have experienced like immigration discrimination or different health ailments, or just we're just trying to capture more stories from our community member to really raise the profile of health outcomes and just different socioeconomic problems that exist within African immigrant refugee community.
Look at the diversity in this room, and we're still connected. Different colors, different backgrounds. What else is that poem saying? What gets in the way of us being sisters? Because it talks about what gets in the way of us just connecting.
I am passionate at working with young people. I'm passionate about social justice.
But I want to share something. It's an African tradition, and it's an African American tradition, and it's called call and response.
I'm passionate about gender equity.
Sisters.
Sisters.
Rumor has it that sisters have to share the same parents.
That sisters have to share the same parents.
Not so.
Not so.
Sisters are those who elect to be.
Are those who elect to be.
Sisters.
Sisters.
I said sisters.
Sisters.
Can meet eye to eye.
Can be eye to eye.
I'm passionate about educating, empowering, and engaging the disenfranchised community.
Welcome, sisters. You all were really, really good. What gets in the way of being yourself? Because that's really what this is about. This is about. Yes.
Passionate about just raising awareness about health issues, especially among our young people, because if we are really to change and ultimately eliminate health disparities, we have to work on multiple levels, but especially with the young people, because they too are going to grow and be older.
Sometimes there are situations that are so horrible, and if we got to know each other, and I hope we do, we could share what has gotten in the way of me being my best self.
I'm really, really passionate about innovative and emerging practices, and really advocating for policy changes that have unintended consequences among the disenfranchised community.
Knowing how, learning how to love who you are just the way you are. Just the way you are. Without the money, without the person, without the friends, without the house, just because on the day that you were born, the angels danced. Diva is in the house. Love it. Love it.
Sakila.
Ooh. Here's a. Amalia.
Jaya.
You know, now this is the legend I know. She gonna make me come on, get all close, and like, you are.
Grace.
You can never have too much grace. Wow.
Shatoya.
Looking like, yeah, okay.
Claire.
Matter of fact, straight up Claire.
Unity.
Unity. Wow. That's one of the Kwanzaa principles. I love you already.
Janani.
Janani. Is Miss Toy your mommy?
Yes.
Yes. And you are? Give her time. Oh, I'm gonna give you a over, baby, because I know it's beautiful, but I didn't feel it. That's
Asia.
Wow. Welcome, sisters. Welcome.
Welcome, sister.
Back at you. I am just here today, and it's really, I want to thank Sister Nine and all the wonderful presenters that came before me. Have you thanked her already for putting this together? Give us some love. And she's been around for a long time. And I'm just going to spend a little time with you. I'm just going to ask you, and just raise your hand to share with me, what does that poem really say? Yes, ma'am.
All girls are sisters?
All girls are sisters. All girls can be sisters. Thank you. Somebody, yes.
That we're all related in one way or another.
We're all related in one way or another. And I call that connectedness. And there's an African word for that. It's called Ubuntu. And we are all connected. Say that, say that. She said, and look at the diversity in this room. On the day that I was born, the angels danced.
The angels dance.
I didn't feel no shaky leg. I didn't feel no wrong kind of thing. What? Thank you. Sit, but give it up to her because she said it. Don't give it to her.
We all need some stimulation in a